Hello friends, I am Advocate Akshay Maru from Bhavnagar. Now we are going to discuss the section 265 of the Criminal Procedure Code, that is the guidelines regarding the plea bargaining. The first and essential conditions of the plea bargaining is the court instituted on the police report. The court shall issue the notice to the public prosecutor and the police officer who has investigated the case, the accused and the victim of the case to participate in the meeting to work out a satisfactory resolution of the case. That means without giving the notice to the parties to the case, the court cannot decide the further date of the hearing. That is the first and essential conditions of the plea bargaining is to give the notice of the assistant public prosecutor and the police officer who has investigated the case. The second one is provided that throughout the such process of the working out the satisfactory resolution of the case, it shall be the duty of the court to ensure that the entire process is completed voluntarily by the parties participating in the meeting. So the whole process of the the application and hearing of the plea bargaining is to be decided voluntarily by the parties, provided that the accused, if has the no desire, participate in the such meeting with his splendor, if any engage in this case. So now it's the principle of natural justice that if the person has not the sufficient amount of knowledge of law, that at that point of time the court has to permit that person to be present on an advocate, and the advocate is pleadings before the court on behalf of that person. In the case instituted otherwise than the police report, the court shall issue the notice to the accused and the victim of the case to participate in the meeting to work out satisfactory resolution of the case. If the complaint has to be filed under section 200 of the Criminal Procedure Code, that is the private complaint. At that point of time, the court has to give the summons to the complainant and the victim of that case, provided that it shall be the duty of the court to ensure throughout the process of the working out of satisfactory resolution of the case that is completed voluntarily by the parties performing in the meeting. Okay friends, now one point is clear, that if the accused wants to give the application of the plea bargaining, that the one essential and most important elements of the plea bargaining is there, that is the offense committed by the accused is the compoundable offense and the bailable offense. The application of the plea bargaining can be given by the accused on that kind of offense. Otherwise, the application of the plea bargaining is not tenable before the court. So guys, I hope you understood today's lectures.